Hello everybody and welcome to another theRIBALD health class. This week we're going to be talking about sex and relationships. Depending on the relationship, you might have different sex, depending on the sex, you might have a relationship. It just all kind of depends. You do not need to be in a formal relationship in order to have sex with a person. If you want to, that is completely up to you. Definitely make that known right off the bat, because from all of our other videos, the key to all of this is communication, right? Right. So one of the relationships you could have with a person is you could just be formally dating them. It's totally fine. You could be friends with benefits. So you can be friends, and that can be a person that you call anytime that you're feeling kind of frisky and you have that type of relationship. Or you don't even have to be friends with that person and you can have that kind of a relationship. Or you can be in an open relationship where, you and your partner, you're kind of like the main characters in each one of your lives, but you have the freedom to go do what you want and within the confines of your own boundaries. Or, you could be a couple and introduce a new person in there for some fun like that too. Or you can, people think of that as like fairly culty or in a negative way, and it's unfortunate because I know a lot of polygamy type couples are associated with cults, which it's not necessarily correlated, but the frequency in which that happens is quite high. But again, it really depends on your relationship and what your style is, what you have, settled with, or not settled, but like determined with your partner or your partners is the appropriate course of action. And definitely, if you are in any type of relationship, state what your intentions are or what you're hoping from the relationship right off the bat. Because the unfortunate part is when we start seeing somebody or start dating somebody, it depends on the person, right? Like some people may think that once they start dating somebody or they're hanging out quite a bit, that means that they're the only people that they're dating, which isn't always the case. Like it really depends on the person. So if you're going into a relationship or starting to date somebody and you just assume that they're not seeing anybody else, that's not good. You need to ask them. And the unfortunate part is so many times, as women too, you don't want to seem desperate, you don't want to seem needy, and you don't want to seem pushy. But you know what? It's your life. It's your sanity. I don't know how many of my friends and even myself sometimes, I'm just like what is going on? Like, oh, I don't want to ask because, I don't, it doesn't seem like a right time, or all that crap that we fill into our heads because we're trying to be accommodating. It's your life. If you are thinking about it more than like once a day, you need to ask. And if that person doesn't want to answer or answers it in a terrible way, move on from that. Or if you can handle that, that's your business. But again, it's all up to what you feel is comfortable. So again, too, if you are intimate with somebody, that doesn't necessarily mean that means that you are dating either, right? So state your intentions, state your boundaries, ask them what their intentions are. And the unfortunate part is many people gaslight. So they'll tell you exactly what their intentions are, but then they'll start saying all these other positive things, or they'll start making plans with you, or they'll start, these grandiose relationship things where at the start they're still like, well, I'm not looking for anything serious. And then the next minute they're talking about kids' names. You're just like, ah. But the unfortunate part, most people just listen to the fact that they're talking about kids' names, not the fact that they said they're not looking for anything serious. If somebody wants to be with you, they will be with you. And that is a tough pill for people to swallow. But if somebody wants to be with you, they will. We have technology at our hands all the time. I'm a person that completely forgets that I have a phone. And I can even text back people that I want to, or, you know, if you're at work or you're busy, just say like, hey, I'm really sorry, but I'm busy. It only takes a couple seconds. So if somebody's stringing you along, it's because they don't actually want to be with you. Have a little sobering point of the video. But again, sorry, kind of went off track. If you want to just have a relationship with a person where you just want to have sex with them, or you just want an intimate relationship, tell them that, and vice versa. And if you just want to have sex with that person and nothing else, like no texting in between, no nothing, state that too. And again, like, communicate. There's always such this fear surrounding, oh my God, I don't want to seem like crazy or like, just say it. You're going to stress about it anyways. And then later on, maybe a week later, you're going to freak out and you're going to yell some shit and say some things that you didn't actually want to say. And now you do look crazy because it's been in your head and you've been creating scenarios for the past week. So get it out, purge it. It's like an infection in your body. Just get it out. You want it out as soon as possible, or it will affect your brain. So communicate as much as you can. And if you really are the person that will get very attached emotionally to somebody, if you do have sex with them, you need to state that. Or you need to not have sex with them if you know that they're not good. You know deep down in your gut what that attachment is going to be like. So stop making excuses for them. Stop, thinking and seeing what they could be instead of actually accepting what they are and what they're telling you. Because if you listen hard enough, people will tell you exactly who they are. You just have to listen, and you have to stop creating this glittery lifestyle surrounding this person that you barely know and who you are not even officially dating. I'm old school in that way. I'm not dating a person officially until somebody asks. Like, I'm not seeking other people, but if I had the option to, I might. And, unless you're formally dating somebody, they really don't have that right to that access to you. And that, again, people think that, oh, we went on like 5 dates. We talk all the time. We like did stuff. So that means that we're exclusive. That's not what that means. And again, it's another sobering thought. And it really depends on the person. Like, some people do think that, and some people don't. And you need to discuss that right off the bat so that people don't get their feelings hurt. And you can just appreciate sex for what it is too. Like, it's, you can have fun with it, and you can have this connection with that person just because you literally just enjoy being with them and you really like them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you want to date them. Like, I've been in quite a few little situationships like that, and I've always stated right off the bat, like, this isn't something serious. Like, and if you do want it serious, you need to tell me. And if you want to see other people, or if you're going to see other people, like, let me know so that I can go get my things checked constantly. And you need to be more careful when you're doing that, right? So it's about respect for ourselves. It's about respect for our partner. It's about communicating things properly. And I'm so sick of people, oh, she's crazy, or oh, he's crazy, like, he thinks that this. Tell them that, though, because people are not mind readers, and you shouldn't expect them to be. State what you want from them, have that discussion, because then you won't have those awkward conversations later. Like, it might be kind of awkward if somebody wants to further the relationship and you don't, but again, be an adult, have that conversation. Don't string people along, because that's just the right thing to do. So just to kind of wrap it up, communicate what you want. Don't feel, fear or negative by stating that, because how do you know if you're going to get it if you don't ask? And then if you ask and it's not the answer that you wanted, then you can move on and find something that you actually do want, right? Why not? There's so many people in this world. Yes, it is COVID. And yes, that person might be lovely and they might fit your ideal mate and all of that. But if you have to make excuses for them, or you're not feeling very good about the relationship and you're kind of questioning it, then you need to get your shit together and you need to be honest about it. And that's definitely something everybody needs to be. Maybe obviously have some tact about it. Don't be a dick, but just be honest and be clear about your intentions. And the worst thing they can do is say no. I mean, they might stab your tires or something, but insurance will pay for that. It's fine. But just be clear, because a lot of the times we would rather hear the honesty than being strung along. That's the worst part. And yeah, it's just shitty, and it doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make the other person feel good. So don't feel bad about asking for what you want and moving on to what you do. And sex can be great. It can just be a union between two people, and it doesn't have to be anything more than that. But people that think that it is more than that and the discussion was not had, you need to calm down. I am also talking to myself because sometimes you get into it, it happens. Hormones, pheromones, all that stuff. So again, I hope this helps somebody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. I know we're going into shutdown again in Alberta, so everybody be safe. Do not get COVID. Love yourself enough to be safe. I will see everybody next week. And yeah, enjoy. Be safe. Bye.